Welcome to the Next Chapter Experience podcast with Jeanette Lissette. Thought leaders explore the mindset, wellness, and wealth needed to realize next level transformation. Let's get started. So why don't we, for the benefit of our listeners, talk a little bit about the coaching space and the life coaching space, because many times folks just don't really have a grasp of what it is and the value that it has in terms of the actual client. So can you speak to coaching or life coaching?
Yeah. So I'll start with Jeanette. What's oftentimes a misperception is somebody hears, oh, you're a coach. They think that I'm going to come in and give you advice and tell you what to do, similar to an athletic coach. That's very different. So a coach primarily is there to get really clear on what's your vision? What does success look like? Whenever I'm working with a new client, we identify what are the primary focus areas. So at the end of the coaching, we can measure, have we been successful? Did you meet your goals? And then in the coaching, the client, so if I'm coaching you, Jeanette, and you come in, I'm holding you as the expert. You know what success looks like. You know what's getting in the way. You know where you get triggered. You know what the gaps are. I can't give you advice because if I did, it's advice based on what my challenges and gaps in success looks like. And so with coaching, you're the expert and I'm asking powerful questions. I'm holding up the mirror. I'm pointing out blind spots to help you get new awareness. And then it's all about, okay, with that new awareness, what are you going to do between now and our next session in 2 weeks? So it's bite-sized pieces of action and then accountability. That's very different from oftentimes when I'm going to an organization, they say, we have a coaching culture. Really what they have are mentors. I'm a huge fan of mentoring. It's very important. I have had mentors. I have been a mentor. But if I'm mentoring you, Jeanette, I'm the expert. Let me share with you what I've learned. And if you want that job, let me take you to this event and introduce you to these people. Let me update your resume with you. I'm the expert. Very valuable. It's different from coaching. And then the last thing I'll share, just because you asked about coaching, I'll take it from the high level for a moment, is sometimes people say, how is that different from having a therapist? Therapy looks at it through the lens of the past and history. And what do you need to do to heal and recover from in order to get to a functional life? And I'm overly simplifying it. Therapy is so much more. Coaching doesn't go to the past. It says, who are you today and who do you want to be in the future to have a fulfilled life? The other distinction, I'll say with coaching, I'm assuming that you are naturally creative, resourceful, and whole. With therapy, that may not be. You may have bipolar, you may have depression, you may have anxiety, you may have PTSD. There's all sorts of things that a therapist is trained to do that would not be appropriate in coaching. Is that too much?
No, that was perfect. That was perfect because, again, I think that there's a little bit of not really mystery, but it's just unclear as to the difference. And many people don't see the value of having a coach and or a life coach. This is another thing, though. There's a lot of, and I thought about this the other day when I was talking to my assistant, and we are talking about the whole coaching piece. And you are a master certified coach, but there's a lot of folks out there who are coaching who are just coaching. And there are a lot of voices and there are a lot of, I call it just really pollution. There's just so much, so many people just talking about what they think they can do for other people. When I look at the credentials, some have, some don't, and things of that nature. I'm not certified to be a coach. So let's go down that road real quick so that we can get some additional clarity on that. So you're a master certified coach. What does that mean?
That means I did 2,500 hours of coaching. I had to submit recordings with other master coaches to listen to. It was the most rigorous process. I went through multiple levels to get there. You have associate, then you have professional, right? Multiple levels to get to mastery. There's a 96% failure rate in the world, and there's only 3.8% of coaches, last I looked, which is about a year ago, of coaches in the world have that designation, because it's really hard to not jump in and fix and solve and teach and give advice. And that is not coaching. The reality is anybody tomorrow could put up a website and say they're a coach. There is no bar to entry. And sadly, that means that, there's a full range out there of expertise on being really effective in being able to help somebody move the needle on what they want in life.
So it's important to check the background of the individual. When I looked at your profile and your biography of who you are and all of the hours and hours that you have spent getting certified and becoming educated on how best to serve others, it's very evident in your book, Thoughtfully Fit, that you have applied those things that you've learned. And without doing that, you would not have obviously had the success that you've had.